This is HyperCard Fireworks, a HyperCard stack that will actually do basic particle simulation and create fireworks. It started out as an idea that popped into my head on New Year's Eve where I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I could make fireworks in HyperCard? It started out as a much more basic idea to make fireworks animations without using particles, but it turns out you really need particles to make fireworks that look like fireworks. So I went ahead and made a particle sim in HyperCard. It's slow because it's HyperCard. This is yet another example of me doing something in HyperCard that it really wasn't meant to do. So if I click the simulate button here, we can see HyperCard trying to simulate a fireworks explosion with 15 particles. This is as fast as it can run in Mini VMAX with the emulation speed maxed out. Not exactly real time. But the stack automatically saves the simulation so we can play it back, and at least in Mini VMAX it plays back at a smooth 30 frames per second. And now we get some sound effects too, just to make it feel a little more real. I haven't tried running this on a physical Mac. I'm curious how well it'll run on that. I don't really think any 68K Mac will be able to play back the animations very well, even the pre-recorded ones, but a Power Mac could probably do it. And maybe, just maybe, a Power Mac G5 could run the simulation fast enough for it to look like something. If someone out there gives it a try, let me know how it goes. But the real show happens when you click the Play Fireworks Show button. The stack has several fireworks simulations already baked into it, and this plays through them in different colors and patterns. Check it out. Each of these has 180 particles in it, if I'm remembering correctly. It's enough to look pretty damn good. But what we want to see is what happens if we simulate a lot of particles. How about 700? If you do this yourself, make sure to turn up HyperCard's RAM allotment. Oh, we're still waiting. Oh, okay, there's one frame. This is going to take a while. Let's just skip ahead. Okay, it's done. Let's play it back and see what we got. Ooh, that looks nice. Let's try some more colors. I think rainbow is probably my favorite. This many particles, you can kind of see the color backdrop showing through too. I also like the color combinations a lot. So I'll talk briefly about how I pulled this whole thing off. And as always, the trick is to use a custom font. If I open up the stack and ResEdit, we can see I made a font, and inside it, I've assigned each one of the different particle sprites to a different character, so we have different lengths of trails and different directions and such. But each character also has a width of 0 pixels. If I look around in the font, it's somewhere around ASCII character 30 or something, we can see there are a few extra characters that are just spaces and increasing widths. So what this lets me do is use a combination of new lines, these spaces, and these sprite characters to place a particle anywhere on the field that I want. Almost. You can't do the same trick vertically. Each character is 16 pixels tall, so that means while I can position a particle horizontally anywhere I want, vertically they can only be spaced out in 16 pixel increments. To keep things a little easier to manage, I made it so that the particles can be positioned at double pixel increments, so each particle is technically 2 pixels by 2 pixels. So that means each sprite is 8 particles tall. So to get around this limitation, I'm using 8 different fields, each offset 2 pixels from the last. By putting exactly the right text in each of the 8 text fields, I can now get particles to appear anywhere on screen. And to get colors, I'm using a transparent button whose highlight is set to true so that the entire screen gets inverted. That means that the color backdrops added using HyperCard 2.2's color stack only shows through on the white pixels, and voila, color fireworks. Then there's all the code to support this. There's a lot to it. I won't go into it now, but of course you can poke through it all if you like. A lot of the work was just figuring out how to take a list of particle positions and sprites and turn it into the exact sequence of characters to put in each of the 8 text fields to make it appear exactly correctly. Once I got that done, the rest wasn't so hard. In fact, it was a lot of fun to tweak the physics of the particles to get nice looking fireworks. So there it is, fireworks and HyperCard. I enjoyed making this a lot. I hope you enjoyed watching this and learning how it all works. If you did, I could be conventional and ask you to hit the like button, but instead, find something else to click or tap on your screen. Maybe something you've never clicked before. It'll be more fun that way. Go ahead, click it, see what happens. It probably won't mess anything up. Alright, till next time.